Hey everyone, today's video is going to be a brief discussion on ThoughtSpace Athletics' recent moves. I actually did a disc golf history in under 5 minutes video on the company in the past. One of my favorites. As far as artwork, stamp design goes, they would definitely be at the top of my list. So if you are interested in learning more about the company, check out that video. I'll link it down below. And if you really want to help out, you could actually search for it, and maybe together we could trick YouTube into thinking there's some renewed interest around my disc golf history series. So if you do that, much appreciated. So in addition to the great artwork, great brand image, they also have a really solid team as is. Most noteworthy, James Proctor on the MPO side played like a top 10 player last year. They also have Matt Bell, Eric Oakley, and Thomas Gilbert. Then on the FPO side, I'd say most noteworthy would be Maria Oliva. Then they also have Erica Stinchcomb and Zoe Andike. So a really solid, likable team as is, but so far this offseason they've only built on that. So first up you have, I believe it's pronounced Lykke Lorentzen from Norway. She was a top 20 player last year, and she also has a YouTube channel. Oddly enough, I had her sponsor announcement video recommended to me around the time I was thinking of making this, so that worked out perfectly. But she's been at it for about 2 months. Channel name is Throw Like Lucky, so feel free to check it out if you're interested. Only other thing to mention related to her, it's interesting that she's been working on the business side for a few years at ThoughtSpace, and they went ahead and signed her to a 4-year deal, which so far this offseason, if you look at the contract tracker on UltiWorld, we've only seen, so Gavin Babcock got a 2-year extension. There's Lucky. Joseph Anderson 2-year extension, Matty O 4-year extension. So as far as the multi-year deals, she is the only one so far to actually get a multi-year new deal. So good for her, and it's really a sign of where disc golf's at currently, that you see all of just these 1-year extensions so far this year. We know that'll change with Gannon and Eagle if Eagle does leave Discmania, but just thought that was noteworthy. So she's signed for 4 years and signed a 1-year deal with Infinite at the same time. So that's Lykke Lorentzen. Seems like a good signing. Next up, Chandler Fry. Probably don't have to go into as much with Chandler. I think a lot of people know him. He's a very solid player. Seems like a really likable guy, fun to play around with. And yeah, just seems like a good fit for this team of likable players. And then you get someone like Chandler Fry that just fits the mold perfectly. So happy for him. And yeah, we'll see how he does. And then lastly, most recently, is Allie Smith. So she was 12th in Disc Golf Pro Tour standings last year, had a really solid performance at Worlds, and just another good signing. I admittedly don't know a ton about Allie, like, personality-wise or anything, but based on the comments I've seen on the post, everyone's saying great signing, perfect fit, things like that. So it seems like they've taken an already solid team and only made it better. And here we are, only January 5th, so who knows what else ThoughtSpace has in store. But so far it seems like it's been a really solid offseason, and at this rate, I would not be surprised if maybe in the next year or two we see players signing exclusive deals with ThoughtSpace and not the dual contracts like what we saw with Lucky, as they continue to grow. Hopefully see more sales, maybe start manufacturing, who knows. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, thought I'd share. Good news for ThoughtSpace. Nice to see some companies seem to be thriving right now.